Hi, so it's been a while since I've done any recording, mostly because life got in the way a little bit and I wasn't very well for a long time in the last bunch of months, and I've just been trying to make time to do this, so I'm back now and we are still continuing Tiny Bookshop, so let's dive in. I honestly don't remember where we left off, so we're going to look around a little bit. It's probably going to be like a short game today. Because I still need to get the dog, my puppy out. So might be about half an hour or something, and then hopefully I can get back to weekly uploads with being less busy now. So bookseller continues to sell books. Update from our local bookseller. Yesterday at the Far Beach, our local bookseller sold crime books, fantasy books, classic books, and kids books, which was 20 in total. I'm forward to seeing where our bookseller will head next. Has that offshore island always been there to us? Wonder what lies off our cozy shoreline. Got mega savings day today. So I got 215. Let's have a look. Got a lot of travel, crime. So probably don't need that. Probably don't need this one either. This would be more in fact. If you don't have much of, or vintage science books. Might go with these ones. We'll see what's in there. There we go. Let's have a look. Can get one of these. So got cooler. Well, it's sunny plus 2 seconds inspiration duration, plus 2% to customer count, while equipped minus 15% to classy effects, plus 2 coin daily expenses. What does this do? Plus 1 recommendations per day. I think this might be a little bit better, so I'll grab that one. Also, it's less money as well. So it's this one. So adds plus 1% to fantasy to table chance. Yeah. Add a Heya. And we'll put that on the table. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that. So I believe this is where we need to go. Let's have a look. Put a few more classics on. We'll do mostly the same. Yeah, that's 5. And then just a bunch of random ones. Okay, we'll have another fantasy one up there. Can't remember what sells really well here, so we'll just see how this goes. I might do a couple days, so I might do this one and then another one, and then see. If you hear a buzzer in the background, it's really warm in the room, so I've just got a fan on in the meantime. I think I'm just waiting for anyone to need me. Let's have a look. So, I'm sorry I have to pick up my kids in a bit. The drama, the style, the emotions has to be a play for me, and I could get into a romance novel. Let's have a look. Don't think any of these. None of these are screaming romance or play. That's definitely not. So the heroic black general Othello soon finds himself in the middle of intrigue and betrayal after one fateful promotion, the start of a brutal tragedy about someone who loved not wisely but too well. Maybe Othello? We'll have a look. Sula, the story of the friendship between two young black girls and the conflicting paths that their lives take them on. Read on as their opposing personalities affect the town in a tale about defying social norms, resentment, and reconciliation. No, that won't do. Whoop. A play and a romance. Technically, if you want to consider it that, I guess. I wouldn't personally consider Romeo and Juliet and that romance in the same way that I wouldn't consider Wuthering Heights to be one either. Let's see what else there is. Treasure Island definitely isn't. Les Mis isn't. These are all facts, and that's all the travel. One one I can think is this. Let's see what it says. So no matter how many times you've seen it before, you'll always be swept away by the passion and despair of these two lovers. You might even be surprised by your own emotions. I'll recommend that one. Yay, I'm going to highlight the stage directions right away. You're welcome. I'm glad she likes it. Also, if I'm a little bit sluggish with words, I'm very tired today. I had a really bad night's sleep, which was mostly just because I just couldn't get comfortable. And then I started thinking about how people are able to sleep, which is always a fun thing to do, which always stops me from being able to sleep. Of course it's here. Oh, what do I do? Just had our monthly meeting with Cassie, our manager. She wants to implement one of those Employee of the Month bonuses, which sucks because now we're all going to be ranked on our performances, and I don't like being constantly observed while trying to do my job. But I could really use the money. We need better recording equipment and mics for the band, if we ever want to make it. I can understand wanting a better mic. Mostly because my other half has the upgraded model of the mic that I have, and it sounds so much better. This one I got back in, I believe, 2019, and for some reason it just sounds very crackly, and I don't know if it's because I used to take it into uni at the time, and I might have gotten a little bit bashed up while doing stuff, or if there's just something wrong with the audio in itself. Something I need to look into at some point when I have some time. But for now, just deal with what I have. Anyway, back to clothes. I feel like such a sellout though. How can I play their games without betraying my fellow comrades? What do you reckon I should do? Sell out or sell out? I'm trying to decipher the tone here, just because it's all in all caps. So we'll see what happens. Really? Sell every book in your full shop at the supermarket. So I've got a new challenge. Selling out? Not a bad idea actually. Fill your shelves and sell everything at the supermarket. Didn't expect that from you, but I suppose it's true. It's not like I'm actually selling my soul at anything. I do a good job after all. Why not take some more of Megacorp's money after all? Let's have a look. What did I need help with? What a week. I want something as part of a series, and I'm a bit obsessed with crime novels. Or I'd rather not read anything with a plot twist. We don't have any. That's travel. Not really a fantasy can cause a crime. And this is a series. Let's have a look. In the world of Rangers Apprentice across the sea, a plucky group of boys come together to form their own brother band. Some humorous pirate and Viking boys growing up and fierce friendships. That's dragonology, I don't think so. Coffee gets cold, I know for a fact that's not. So the 3-body problem. Remembrance of Earth's past, number 1. Scientists disappear after entering a virtual reality game. The military set an outgoing message of peace to other planets, but a woman familiar with violence corrected the broadcast. First book in a dramatic Hugo Award winning series from author, I'm gonna butcher the name, Cixin Liu? There's a lot of series, but I don't know if any fit into the crime category, really. So, Gathering Blue, the Giver Book 2, set in a post-apocalyptic world where the undesirable are cast out. Orphaned and disabled Heya is spared for her magical embroidery. Forced to run for the village, she begins unraveling dark truth hidden beneath its innocent facade. We got Sancio Guardo is a good thief with some unique abilities. In her latest heist, Sancio unknowingly steals an ancient artifact that could shake the foundations of the universe. In the city of Tehran, the merchant houses are kin, and now they hunt Sancio. And that's just not one. See, this became like kind of has that mystery element that crime novels would have. It depends like what they want from a crime novel, because when it's a crime novel, it's to do with a crime being committed rather than just also the mystery. So I'm just very I'm gonna say that to be on the safe side. Oh, see you soon, sorry about that. Like, I could take the risk, is the thing, but I'm not in a risky mood today, and I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to take a risk today. It's only about 4 PM where I am as well at the moment. We'll see if we can sell out. That's 25 out of 40 books. Let's see if there's anyone else. There was quite a few people today. So what does this do? 10% to customer account, minus 15% to classic sale chance. And make a savings day. I'm glad I got the right time and everything. I've honestly missed playing this game so much. I started playing just by myself, Supermarket Simulator, just to be a little bit chaotic with everything. But I might do a different save for recording, but we'll see. Okay, I think this is going to be the last day I do, mostly because I'm very tired and it's my first video back and it's just what I get used to recording again. Although I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit used to it now. So, got this Tuesday, summer 23rd, year 1. Bookseller continues to sell books. And got Mega Marché. So 6 crime books, 6 drama books, 3 fact books, 4 fantasy books, 1 classic book, 4 kids books, 2 travel books, which is quite a lot. So for a total of 92 after expenses. Looking forward to seeing where our bookseller will head next. So I'll be minus 92 actually. So meteor showers expected tonight. Keep your eyes on the sky from 11 till 3. So we've got no space for these. Got school manuals, markings in the margins. Young adult favourites, super prose and storytelling. Help me declutter so many books lying around. So what does this do? When activated, -1 to coin. Prepares a batch of coffee when selling a cup of coffee, +1 coin. While equipped, +2% to drama sale chance, +1 daily expenses, +7% to danger. So it's activatable, electrical, standing, small, distracting, classy, dangerous, paintable. That's 2 different things. Then we've also got the Vintage Bell as well. I might get... I've got enough for like a few. I might just see what's in each of these. I think that's exactly what I'll do. It's got a bunch there. I know I've got so many books, but I don't think you can have too many. I will have the young adult favourites. Lots of drama. Okay, I'm gonna just check this. So we've got celery book in your shop. We'll shop at the supermarket. Let's have a look what else we've got. So we've got this until the end of the summer. So I've got buy 7 items at the flea market. Then we've got Far Beach, gather 100 coins for beach gear. We got nothing. It also tells me what's best to sell. Which I didn't realise. That'll be useful for when I'm playing this again. Oops. Go for the cheapest one. We'll just go to the waterfront. if there's anything for the water fun. So we travel, fact and classic. Get some travel books. Oops. Oh, we could do like a little bit of a pattern. Because maybe one classic and another fact book and then travel. I'm gonna put 3 kids. Maybe another one there. Put it there instead, and then have 4 kids. Keep that as 5, just to see what happens. There's no drama. And then there's no crime. I think that's a good, like, little mix. Not to be confused with the band Little Mix, of course. Okay, let's see what happens. Delta's back. Hello, it's nice today, isn't it? I'm enjoying the cold breeze out here. Summer might be coming to an end. Oh, that reminds me, I have an invitation for you. The youngsters have been organising a bonfire at the beach for the last night of summer. It's always great fun. I'm sure you've made some friends by now. They will want to see you. Of course, I shall like to see you there as well. Been a great help to us townsfolk ever since you arrived. This is what our Buxtonbury community is all about. We rely on each other. Very happy to know that we can rely on you too. Let's see how many. I only read literary fiction. I enjoy good classic from time to time. Jane Eyre is one of my all-time favourites. I'm interested to see what you suggest. Let's have a look. Ooh. Has a caution. This is a very long and arguably dry historical novel, not a fun play or catchy musical. It's a very long book. I haven't read it yet. It is on my bookcase. I can't remember if I've mentioned this because I feel like we have had this book before some point, and it is so much thicker than this. It's closer to that kind of size, if not thicker. Maybe that one. Treasure Island's good. What are these ones? So, an unrivaled piece of Gothic historical fiction by Toni Morrison, master of magical realism. The love tells a story about the trauma of slavery and how past hurt can linger like a ghost. Don't know if that's one. So this is 17 masterful short stories from the Argentinian writer and poet, famous for his maze-like prose. Fantastical, intellectual, and bizarre, this selection includes Library of Babel, Circular Ruins, and The God of the Labyrinth. The Narcissus myth of the Victorian times Ford's novel is a wonderfully gothic exploration of values of beauty, sensuality, and hedonism in the opposition of morality and social norms. Then this one is woman has the right to mount the scaffold, she must equally have the right to mount the rostrum, speaking platform. French revolutionary Olympe Gouges, I believe. I probably butchered the name once again. Flips the male-only declaration of human rights in this fearless and witty manifesto for gender equality. I feel like, do I recommend it? I'm gonna recommend it. Yeah, I feel like Les Mis has a lot of depth. I'm just going to resist the urge to sing Do You Hear the People Sing? Which is one of my favourite songs from the musical. Oh, look, a harper! Hey look, I found this weird clock. What do you think it means? I think it's probably from the moon. Yeah. Right, I have to go now. The last days of summer holidays should be spent at the beach. Sniff. Oh man, there's so much more I wanted to do this summer. Haven't even finished our first sandcastle yet. How are you supposed to defend our shores without a castle there? I'm gonna try and put my coat on now. This is getting a little bit cold. The thing is, I really like the background noise of a fan, so I normally like just having it on. Let's have a look what this person needs. So hi, you're the highlight of my route. I usually prefer non-fiction, and if there are less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. So that's... At the moment, there's like... Travel's also quite non-fiction-esque. Get lost and find out amidst the stunning attribute of books and bays, secret hiking trails, stunning coastal vistas await around every corner. Oh, that zip was so loud. So this one's like 222 pages. The research exploration of Venetian art and architecture comprised of 3 groundbreaking volumes. Have a soft spot for hard work books, get this. Do I recommend that one? Because there's nothing really... I feel like the 200 pages is just a recommendation that of what they'd prefer. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna take a risk. Yay, I can't wait to learn more. You're welcome. That risk paid off. I love how I turned around and said that I wasn't going to be do anything that I thought was going to be risky, and then chose to do that. Because for me that was a huge risk. That I didn't know whether it was going to go well or not. I think I was quite lucky that it did go well. A plus 48 coins. This game is so pretty. The art style is gorgeous. I mean, this sky is absolutely beautiful. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for today, because it is getting to about 30 minutes of playing this game, and I need to take the the dugout. Like I said, I just wanted to come on and be like, I am alive, and just play a bit of this game again because I really missed it. And I hope to see you guys in the next video, which should hopefully be next week. Yeah, thank you.